Bhai who has come. Baba also came to celebrate with joy and happiness.
Oh, dekho kaun aaya, saath Baba bhi aaya.
Welcome.
Jhum jhum nacho. Dekho kaun aaya, saath Baba bhi aaya. Shiva and Baba together.
Everyone can open your cameras and welcome Charlie Bhai.
You are the ocean of love. Love, love, love. You are the ocean of love. You are the ocean of love.
Welcome, Brother Charlie, for accepting our invitation. And it's really a pleasure to have you in this gathering today on the first day of this new year. It's a very special moment, and very special. It becomes even more special with your presence with all of us. So now we will listen from Charlie Bhai. Actually, they all know you because we already had the introduction. So because we didn't want to waste more time, want to have more time listening to you. So we will listen to the New Year inspirations, what he has to share with all of us for this coming year, and how we can make our efforts faster according to Baba's Shrimad and according to his own experience on this journey for so many years. Brother Charlie.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, Sister Sapna. I'm just going to check my sound, whether you can hear me okay. Yes, it's okay?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, we can.
Thank you. So Sapna Ben, heartfelt thanks for your beautiful New Year invitation, and also lovely to see Sister Rose here as well, and all Baba's family. And a big, big Happy New Year from all the Australian family to you. I'm in Brisbane at the moment, and just this morning we've inaugurated a big new centre, beautiful, beautiful new centre. So Baba's Wonder. But I have very, very fond memories of being in Guangzhou and Shanghai and meeting so many of you. So it's very auspicious to meet you on the 1st of January. And really time is moving so fast. And I think, you know, we all love Baba, but what does Baba want? Baba wants all of us to move ahead so quickly. And really the proof of our love is to really let go everything. And this morning's Murli, have you read the Murli already, Sapnaben? Such a beautiful Murli. And in a way, I think this Murli could be a blueprint for this year. Because I remember when Baba spoke this Murli, Baba, we discussed it a lot, because Baba said there's body consciousness and then there's the ego of body consciousness. And Baba said that the ego of body consciousness creates more problems than body consciousness itself. And in Madhaban, all over the world, there was a lot of discussion. What does Baba mean? Because I think when we come into the Copper Age, you know, we forget who we are. And sometimes I think that the inner world is like a tree. And a tree has a seed, a trunk, branches, and leaves. My thoughts are like the leaves. But what is feeding all the thoughts is the branches, my mental and emotional patterns. But what's feeding the branches is the trunk, which is like my sanskaras. But what's feeding the trunk, my sanskaras, is my sense of identity. Who am I? In the golden age, natural awareness that I was a soul. And so the sanskaras, the trunk was pure, the mental and emotional patterns were clean, and few thoughts, simple thoughts, peaceful thoughts. Just when we shift and sow the seed of body consciousness, it pollutes the whole tree. That seed of wrong identity influences my sanskaras, influences the branches of my mental and emotional patterns. And then on the top, so much thinking, too much thinking. And so really body consciousness is the first step. But the ego of body consciousness, Baba, was when we begin to become attached to many things. What is ego? Ego is, in a sense, an attachment to a false identity. I become attached to a false sense of who I am. And so when I become attached that I have a big job, that I am wealthy, that I am this, I am that, more and more I become deceived. So it's like body consciousness is the parent, and the parent produces the ego of body consciousness. And the more I have attachment to those things, then in a sense, the more I suffer. And so it's really interesting. And Baba was really saying that if you want to become an angel, who wants to become an angel? Everyone, right? If you want to experience the incorporeal stage, you have to become egoless. In other words, I have to deal with my body consciousness, but also the ego of body consciousness. And some years ago, Baba said something about this, because Baba said the doorway to ego is one word, I, just one word. And some years ago, Baba said there were three I's or three personalities. Actually, two of them make me very arrogant and very body conscious, but one of them makes me egoless. And when Baba was saying, when we're egoless, we become humble. And when we are humble, everyone will love us. Everyone will give us blessings from their heart. And so Baba said in this Muli at a similar time, children, let go the I of arrogance and the I of disheartenment and emerge the I of soul consciousness. And sometimes I think there's an internal battle. Who is more powerful? I may believe I'm a soul. I teach others they're a soul, but am I soul conscious? What is the main influence on my thinking? Is it my old I, my ego of superiority and my ego of inferiority, or am I really soul conscious? And I began to think a lot about this, and it helped me spiritually. Because the first I is the I of arrogance. And this is like a child of body consciousness, the first child. When this I is ruling in my inner system, I compare with others and I think, I am better, I know more, I am right. The way I think is right, the way I see situations is right. The way I interpret life is correct. But when it comes into my feelings, that's when I feel so easily insulted, disrespected, not valued, excluded, sensitive. And so when the seed of my thinking is false, it grows all these false emotions and then too much thinking up here, so much overthinking. What is the role of ego? You know, ego makes me feel separate. Ego separates me from love. There's a law. The law says the more ego I have, the less lovable I am. Look at Baba. Baba's egoless. Everyone loves Baba. Look at the daddies. The daddies were quite egoless. Look how much everyone loves them. The beauty of life is to remember Baba, have love for all, and receive the blessings of love and goodwill from everyone. So that first eye is the eye of arrogance. The second, Baba said, the eye of disheartenment, which also compares with others and begins to think that others don't love me, others don't value me, others don't respect me. How often do we think like that? This is the false ego too, but the ego of inferiority. And when it comes into my feelings, that's when I feel hopeless, inadequate, unworthy, inferior, depressed. And this is where Baba was saying really that children, when you become egoless, not only do you transform the ego of superiority, the arrogance, but also the ego of inferiority, feeling I'm no good, I'm lesser than others, others are better than me, etc. And then Baba said, to be soul conscious is really to be incorporeal. To me, to practice to be an incorporeal soul is the main effort of Brahman life. I said to Didi Manmohini, and many of you have seen pictures, Didi Manmohini, when Brahma Baba died, was the co-head of the yagya with Dadiji. I said, Didi, what's the main effort to make in Brahman life? Instantly, she said, to be incorporeal. And I said, out of all the efforts, Didi, what's the main thing to focus on? She said, be incorporeal. And then when I thought about that, when Brahma Baba left his body, what did he do? He summarized 32 years of the number one effort maker in 3 words: incorporeal, egoless, and viceless. The first word was incorporeal. And you know, for me, for years now, I've been experimenting, and I came to the conclusion that if I really want to be soul conscious, not just believe it, not just teach it, but practice soul consciousness, I have to experience the feeling of being a non-physical point sitting in this physical body. Because Baba said that when there's even a little bit of ego, you can't become an angel and you can't experience the incorporeal stage. And to me, for this year, if I want to become powerful, if I really want to step up, I have to become egoless. In this world, ego is increasing by the day. People have so much ego of their job and their wealth and their power, but it makes them very, very unhappy. The more I become egoless, this is the real work of Brahman life, to become egoless. I live in a body, but I have no arrogance of it, no matter what. And this is why Baba was saying that the external expression of being egoless is humility. And what did Baba said? So many beautiful things about humility. When someone is humble, everyone will give them love. They will attract the hearts of everyone. This is the real service. And as Baba was saying, yes, you can create programs. And Baba said, do 2 months of tapasya and 2 months of small programs, 2 months of big programs. But the main program was, in a sense, to become egoless. And when I become egoless, my vibrations are different. And what did Baba say? Something so deep. But even just a little bit of feeling dislike, a little bit of that vibration in my thinking, I can't really become an angel. My vibrations have to become absolutely clean and pure. This is the real service of the Confluence Age. So in this year, 2023, first really practice to be the incorporeal soul. You will become egoless. And when you're egoless, you will serve through your elevated vibrations. And you know, many times I remember something that I heard once in Australia. A group of Baba's children are actors, professional actors. And one man came to speak to them. And he said, when you communicate, life is communication, service is communication. You communicate on 3 different levels. One is what you say, second is your face, and third are your vibrations. Your face and your vibrations are 90% of the impact you have on an audience or an individual. And your words are only 10%. And when people get 2 messages, one is what you say, and they get a different message from what they feel, they always trust their feelings. They always trust their feelings. Everyone gets a vibration from me. And this is really our study. I would say our study now is to keep my feelings clean. And what did Baba say? If someone has a wrong attitude, it's definitely wrong. Their behavior is not good. But if I create negative vibrations, I'm making an equal mistake. I am doing the same as them. And this is why Baba used to say, right is right and wrong is wrong, but don't bring it into your feelings. Because in body consciousness, people see bad behavior. People see someone getting angry, and we have negative feeling, critical feeling, bad feeling, hurt feeling. What happens to my stage? My stage goes instantly down. In soul consciousness, people are rude, people are difficult, but I observe it. I don't absorb. I maintain good feelings. Baba can see our behavior. Baba never has bad feelings. We have to become the same. And I would say, honestly, this is the biggest weakness of Baba's children. We see something not right. We see someone under the influence of their anger or their ego, and we judge them. We have negative vibrations for them. And that, what did Baba say? That makes service go slow. It slows down service. My attitude. We think it's them, but no, it's my attitude that is really slowing things down. And I feel that this year, promise Baba to have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone, for everyone. For those who love you and those who don't love you, for those who respect you and those who don't respect you, for those who cooperate with you and those who don't cooperate with you. Is it easy? Is it easy to do? Of course, our habit of body consciousness is my ego is hurt. So if someone insults me, I insult them back. If someone criticizes me, I criticize them too. And so really, this is the year to keep my mind full of good vibrations, no matter how people behave, no matter what people say. And I was reading a Moli recently, And Baba said that no matter how other people interact with me, if they give you thorns, you have to give them roses. If they give you sorrow, you have to give them happiness. Don't treat them in the same way they treat you. Why? Otherwise, we go down to their level. We're the same as them. We become the same as them. And Baba said that if I'm influenced by a soul under the influence of their own sanskaras, what does it say about me? It's not right in that way. And so really we have to practice. And in this Moli, Baba was saying the people of today are like polluting factories. You know, when you see a factory with a big chimney with all the smoke coming out the chimney. And Baba said when they have, some have the vices, it's like smoke coming out of their ears and eyes. And he said some have the smoke of jealousy. Some have the smoke of anger. Some have the smoke of dislike. And it's like when they have that, they're polluting the atmosphere spiritually. And then Baba said, can Baba's children be like that too? No. Baba's children have to give blessings and more blessings. This is how to live in the Iron Age now. We're at the end of the cycle. We can't expect people to behave well. They won't behave well. They'll probably become weaker. But my job is to give blessings and blessings. And Baba actually said that if someone, or if you look at yourself, if you get a little bit angry, or if you get a little bit unhappy, just have a picture of yourself with smoke coming out of your eyes and your mouth and your ears. You are polluting the spiritual atmosphere. And really, you know what I feel? Baba's children are very sweet. Baba's children are very loving. But now we have to become powerful. We can't just keep saying, oh, but they were rude. Oh, but they said this. Oh, but this happened. No. It's the Iron Age. People will be very rude and very difficult for a whole host of reasons. They are under the influence of their sanskaras and their nature. Our part is to give blessings and more blessings. And you know, Baba said, we have to be master merciful. And master merciful for the self, Baba said, whatever you see, whatever you hear, don't speak about it, don't think about it, and don't see it. Let it go instantly. This is spiritual power. I put a full stop. I see someone lose their temper. I see someone being rude. I don't go into the next room and talk to them and start criticizing, talk to other people. No. This is being master merciful. And Baba said being master merciful for others is that when they are under the influence of their sanskaras and nature, to still have good wishes and pure feelings. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, for everyone, have good wishes and pure feelings. And really, we're at the end of the cycle. And all of us want to become angels. I want to become an angel. Really, it's the thing I love most in this life. Baba said this morning, even a little bit of pollution in my vibrations, just a little bit of negativity, a little bit of criticism, a little bit of a memory of their behavior of the past, I can't be an angel. An angel is in love with one and has good wishes for every single human soul. And really, this is my feeling for 2023. Just imagine in China if all of you became such angels, where whoever you meet, your Lokik family, the Brahmin family, your colleagues at work, the people in the shops, you have a beautiful smile, your drishti is of love, good feelings. The drishti, as Baba said, of humility. And you will touch their hearts. It's like you're giving them a gift. It's like you're giving them the real present of life, which is the present of pure love and respect. This is the most precious thing you can give anybody at this time. And that's where really the more I have good wishes and pure feelings, what happens to me? I fly spiritually. You know, to be honest, I think some of Baba's children, we go along in Brahmin life, we progress and we get stuck. We love Baba, we have faith in Baba, we attend the Murli, we follow the principles, but we don't feel we're really moving forward spiritually. Why? It's this reason. Because I have these negative vibrations for people and I can't move forward. And you know, a realization I had once was that if someone behaves badly, if someone does something even against Srimat, and I have negative feelings, what happens? I go back to my old sanskaras and my negative feelings give power back to my impurity. I give strength to my body consciousness. And this is why I don't feel I'm moving forward, because each time I react, feel hurt, upset, negative, I'm empowering my impurity. I'm empowering my weakness. But what happens if someone behaves badly, someone disrespects me, someone doesn't cooperate with me, and I have good wishes? Subtly, I go back to all my sanskaras and give power to my pure sanskaras. I strengthen my purity because my natural state is to have goodwill for every single soul. And really, I feel if all of you in China this year really practice to be incorporeal, become egoless. And when you become egoless, you become humble. And then really just think there's one aim in life. Wherever I go, I spread Baba's love and good wishes with humility, no matter what other people are like. You know, so often Baba says, children, no matter what someone is like, you have to give them love. You have to give them good wishes. No matter what someone is like, even if they oppose you, and it will happen, it's life, you have to give good wishes to them. Look at Brahma Baba, so much opposition. He gave everyone love and good wishes. He became the angel. No matter what someone is like, Baba said, even if 95% they fluctuate and 5% they're good, you have to focus on the 5%. Baba is the highest teacher. Baba takes us to the highest point. But all of us in our heart, we want to reach there. And really, time is now short. And so we have to make this quality of effort to really become egoless, to become incorporeal, to be so humble and give everyone, regardless of who they are, love and good wishes. And this is really my aim in my life at the moment, to really have that genuine love and good wishes for the Brahmin family, for non-Brahmins, for people I meet in the street, everywhere. We are God's angels to spread his light. So anyway, I am going to have to go. I'm sorry. And I was saying to Sapnaben, that unfortunately, because of the program today, I only have a little bit of time, but it's so sweet to be with you. I hope I have the chance to visit you again sometime. And so lovely to see Sapnaben.
Thank you so much, Brother Charlie. It was so nice. And actually, in short time, you have given the essence of all of Baba's Murli and what is Baba's expectation of all of us. So I think all of us will try to follow that. And it is really nice to have you. And yes, we definitely want to see you here in person soon.
I hope so. And
Yeah,
thank you
we
so
really
much,
hope
Sapnaben.
things are getting better. So I hope maybe soon we will have the chance to see you here. And of
I
course
would
in
love to
Madhuban
see you there.
sometime. Yeah.
I have beautiful memories of Guangzhou. And I just want to thank Sister Rose also. I can see her translating. So thank you, Sister Rose. We remember her also. So thank you,
Thanks,
Sapnaben.
Baba. Thanks, Charlie Bhai.
Maybe we have a few minutes meditation, something.
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.